DBS plays. Evening, folks. I'm back. And I just thought, I don't think you all are going to be all that entertained by me going through all the getting all the yeah. So instead, I'm going to getting all the crystals and all the moonstones. I don't think that'll be too entertaining now that I really started thinking about it. So I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna look through, see if there's any other mission that I need to get done that I didn't already. And I apologize for my dog making those noises if in case you don't want to hear it. So I'm just gonna go to planet Yeedle and finish it. Well, you know what? Actually, there is something I want to do before I do that last part. I want to show off the Insomniac Museum. I think I would like to do that first. So, yeah, Planet Boldan. Yeah. Well, anyway, so if you want to do that, I was going to also show off the Chain Blade Challenge where I could, go back and then kill him with my upgraded wrench. But you know what? Nah. I'm already here. Don't want to waste any more time. So, there's a way to get to the Insomniac Museum. The normal way is that you have to be up at, sometime 2 or 3 in the morning. In real time. Or you could set your clock to that time. Or you could do this. So, here's a little glitch that, I used to think that this is how you had to do it before I actually knew how you could do it. I think you could also, complete the game and then visit the place. But, if you're up at, 3 in the morning, 2 or 3 in the morning, one of those times, you can visit there. Well, I don't remember those little glitches there, but if you're like me, you can do this, go around here, fall through the floor, come up this way, fix the camera. Yeah. So you come through here. You can optionally defeat these enemies. You don't have to, but it's kind of advised to, just in case. So there's a little challenge. To it. Is there any over here? No. I keep forgetting if there's any over that way. So this goes back to your ship. But this over here goes to the Insomniac Museum. And it's really funny how they call it Planet Burbank. I mean, it's just Earth. That's straight up Earth, but I just call it Planet Burbank. But yeah, here we go.
This is Mike Stout. I'm a designer at Insomniac Games. Hi, welcome to the Insomniac Museum. Here you'll see some of the great things that never quite made it into the game, and you'll learn a little bit about life here at Insomniac Games.
Which technically, with this inclusion, means they kinda did make it into the game, just not the way they wanted.
Hello, my name is Brian Allgeier, the design director at Insomniac Games. These floating spherical monstrosities are the elusive gravity spheres, which were originally going to be included in Silver City. They proved to be too difficult, and a bit nauseating, to be included. They are preserved here for posterity. Swing shot up to try running around one, and then swing shot again to get off the sphere.
So yeah, when you do this, this is probably why it's a bit nauseating. It really is. Especially when you get older. Well, okay. And sometimes it's a little hard to get off, because you're trying to get to this one, but then And by the way, if you're wondering about these, yeah, you can just go on the wall. Can't go on the ceiling, but you can go on the walls. But now, I don't typically do that, because sometimes it can be a little hard to get off. Or it takes a little while to actually get off, depending on where you go. Let's see here.
Hi there, my name's Tim Trespass. I'm a gameplay programmer here at Insomniac Games. I'm a Leo from Washington, D.C. I like anime and shiny objects. This car was originally going to be included in the battle with the giant robot on Snivlac. Unfortunately, its lack of heavy weaponry proved its bane. It now calls the Insomniac Museum its home.
I like how the subtitles are sometimes wrong from the, you know, but you can ride around this thing. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool just to ride around at the speed of sound. And for a second I was about to say you can't go into a room, but no, you can.
Hiya! This is Oliver Wade, the animation director here at Insomniac Games. The three-headed Hydra was a big cut from Ratchet Clank 1. It was originally intended as a mini-boss on Poketaru. Ratchet battled this beast whilst riding a boat through blowfish-infested waters. However, it didn't end up being that much fun at all. Hiya!
And it says,
This
and
is
rather
Oliver
than
Wade,
spend
the animation director
something
here at
amounts of
Insomniac Games.
inordinate
The
amounts of
three-headed
time
Hydra
on
was a big
it,
cut from
it
Ratchet
was
and
eventually
Clank.
scratched. So yeah, like I said, it was, yeah. And I'm pretty sure that guy was using a fake accent. Like, if that was a real accent, that would be really strange.
My name is Chris Town, and I'm a tester here at Insomniac Games. Here at Insomniac, we're so hopped up on caffeine that we bounce off the walls! You can do the same with these gravity ramps.
So yeah, and this is kind of a practice area for where you can do that, and, you know. Alright. Let's see here. Wait. You can actually get hit, but you can't get hurt, I think. Yeah, don't actually get hurt. Let's see here.
Hi, my name is Tony Garcia and I'm a programmer at Insomniac Games. This little demonstration allows you to create your own shot effect. Using the magic of debug technology, you can edit the shot's size and color, and then watch the bandit shoot it at the blockman. Don't feel too sorry for the blockman though, he's evil.
Make your own effect. Edit the colors. Okay, so you can like change the way it looks. I like to make everything bigger. It's just a little fun thing to do. Like, you know, you see the example here, and then, you know.
Tony Garcia here. This wonder of an explosion was created especially for Ratchet Clank 2. Its extreme versatility allowed it to creep into many different places in the game. You'll even see it in the electrolyzer puzzles. Stand on the blue pad to make your own explosions.
The scale, you can make it really huge. The amount of moon rocks it produces, I guess, which is up to 50. And a silver. Number of clouds. I have no idea if this is going to crash the game or not. You can kind of change the color a little bit. That's what the other one was, by the way. Let's see. You can have the shaking of the camera. Yeah, you can just do all this stuff. Let's change it to make it really, really green. No, red, less green. Less blue. Tip alpha. I don't know about all this stuff, but yeah. You can just kind of mess around. It's pretty cool.
My name is Corey Stockton and I'm a designer here at Insomniac Games. You may recognize this drill from Ratchet and Clank 1. It was held by a large construction worker who gives you a lump of veritanium. This is originally a weapon called the Revolverator. Ratchet would strike enemies with it and then spin them over his head.
See, and this is, unfortunately, this ended up leaving Ratchet open for attack and also required a lot of resources to pull off, so it was cut. Let's see here. Whee! what's over this way?
Hello, this is Pedro Hastines. I'm a gameplay programmer at Insomniac Games. This dummy was created to test the new reaction system which we added to Ratchet Clank 2. With this system, enemies would always be sure to react appropriately to being damaged without a ton of hassle. Go ahead and hit him. He won't mind.
And then here's that little but like, you know, mirror-ish thing.
Hey, this is Peter again. This was created to test screen buffer effects. Screen buffer effects are used to create things like distortion bubbles and heat hazing. This, however, ends up looking like a hall of mirrors. Can you guess why?
Because... I don't know. See, I'll deal with that at some point. Let's see here.
Tony Garcia here. Using these 3 blue pads, you can edit the 3 particle effects in the center of the room. Go ahead, play around with them. You can achieve some truly great effects this way.
Yeah, you know how it goes. Just yeah. So yeah, that's just you just messing around with that stuff. It's just a lot of stuff that's fun in this game. I also kind of like this Insomniac Museum a little more than in 3, but maybe I'll explain it a little more
Corey
later.
here. This monstrous robotic squid was created for one of the Ratchet & Clank 2 prototype levels. Since that level never made it into the finished game, however, neither did poor Squiddy.
Poor Squiddy. Now, was there? No, there wasn't anything over here, but there. Let me go in here first.
Chris here. This helmet was the original model for the Hologuise gadget in Ratchet & Clank 1. It was eventually changed to the handheld model you see in the finished game for reasons unknown. However, we once again suspect it was due to the squirrels with hacksaws.
Okay, so that might have been a part 2 message because they mentioned something about that earlier.
Hello, I'm Carl Grande, the QA manager here at Insomniac Games. This gadget was originally intended for Ratchet & Clank 1. Unfortunately, it didn't make the cut, and so never saw the light of day. It now makes its home here at Insomniac Museum, gone but not forgotten.
Well. Yeah, a lot of these models don't really have collision. I mean, some of them do, like this one. You get the idea.
Mike Stout here. Have you ever wanted to create your own infiltrator puzzle?
No.
Well, now you can. Just stand on the blue pad and play around with the values a bit. Confound your friends and amaze your enemies.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that though. Not gonna mess around with it. It is kind of cool, but like, you know, I don't like the thing anyway, so.
Hey, this is Peter again. This little widget was used to test our new chunk system. We lovingly call it the corn system. Notice how all the breakables in this game are much prettier? Well, that's corn working hard for you. Give it a whack and see what it does.
Mike Stout here. Fear the random robot NPC. This robot never made it into Ratchet & Clank 1 because of the fabled Day of Poultry, when chickens swarmed over our offices and pecked the computer, holding this mechanical darling to pieces. We were able to retrieve her eventually, though.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what actually happened, but you know. Let's see here. Through here. We've already been through here. It can be a little confusing to find all the, all the places that we haven't been to. So there's that place. We've been in here. We've been through there. We haven't seen this yet.
Hey, it's Tim. This monstrosity was intended to be a boss battle fought on the jet ski gadget. Seeing as the jet ski never made it in Ratchet and Clank, however, neither did this boss. May he rest in pieces.
Hi, my name is Sean Whistler, and I'm a tester here at Insomniac Games. This guy was originally intended to be an enemy in the ill-fated jet ski level that never made it into Ratchet and Clank 1. A moment of silence, please, for this gentle giant, torn down in his prime.
Yeah, water level instead of water palette, whatever they were saying there.
Sean here. Don't worry, Ratchet. You wouldn't have had to fight this monster even if he did make it into the game. This giant bug ship was intended to act as scenery only, flying from place to place to ensure high detail on buildings, while leaving the play area open.
This is
Sean
alas.
here. Don't worry, Ratchet. You wouldn't have had to fight this monster even if he did make
giant
it into the
robot.
game.
Let's see. Alas,
This
it was
giant
cut
bug ship
due to
was
time
intended to act as
constraints.
scenery only, flying from place to place to ensure high detail on buildings, while leaving the play area open.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you could read it, if you know, even if I didn't read it all correctly.
Greetings, this is Oliver Wade, the animation director at Insomniac Games, doing an atrocious British accent. This is the original Gadgetron vendor from Ratchet & Clank 1. The official reason it was cut had something to do with saving memory. The real reason has a lot to do with squirrels, hacksaws, and our lawyers. I can say no more, because I am no longer able to do this accent.
They had some fun. They had some fun. Let's see here.
Hi, I'm Leslie Matheson. I'm a designer here at Insomniac Games. This was intended to be the water system for Ratchet & Clank. However, as even this little patch of water taxes the game engine to its limits, a modified and severely optimized form was what eventually made it into the game. To see this patch in action, press circle.
Yeah, circle and then square to freeze it. Man, that would have been really detailed. And yes, would have taken up a lot of memory from... yeah. Wait. Use the things. Nah, whatever. See, we saw that. I apologize if there's something I missed. Let's see. I apologize. I feel like there's like another vehicle you could drive around. It's like a taxi-like thing. Let's see here. Maybe so. Maybe there's some other places I haven't been to that... Let's drive around and find out. We've been here, we've been in here. We've been all kinds of places. Yeah, we've already heard that one. Let's see, yeah, that's where the water is. Alright, well, you know. I think we've pretty much seen just about everything inside. But outside there is another thing that we have not seen. Some mirrors. It says required to get outside. Ah, crap. Ah, freaking... This is a bit harder. Yeah, that one was definitely harder.
Hey, this is Peter again. These teleporters were originally intended to go into several of the levels. Due to time constraints, however, they were eventually cut.
And before we go over there, there's another thing I want to show that, like, if you go on back here. Dang it, use the freaking this thing. Thank you.
Hi, Leslie here. This gravity tower was created to test the magnet boots in Ratchet & Clank 1. However, with the new gravity boots that Ratchet gets in Ratchet & Clank 2, this tower is much more fun. Can you imagine scaling this tower while walking at half of Ratchet's speed? Yeah, we thought so.
So yeah, you can just crawl all over this thing, you know, kind of test it out, and yeah. It's kind of cool. This right here. There we go. Now if you go beyond that, if you keep going this way, you'll eventually find one of these, but you can't really talk into it because there's not a, you know, I don't know if they forgot to put it there or something happened, but yeah, it's you know, and then we'll have to go all the way back. Yeah. And there's my ship all the way down there. Let's see here. And off we go this way. Now let's go to that big pink tower there.
Brian Allgaier here. These escalating rows of blocks were used when we were in the early stages of creating Ratchet & Clank 1. They were used to test Ratchet's jump heights and jump distances to see which would be the most fun.
Whee! 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 Right here. Oh wait, I think it's like right here. Yeah, you can just do that and...
Brian Allgaier here. These walls, which range from narrow to wide, were used to test wall kick distances for the original Ratchet & Clank.
Cool. Wall distances. Just a little testing area for Ratchet.
Brian Allgaier here. These ramps get steeper and steeper as you go on. They were used to test how Ratchet's feet respond to different floor angles. It also helped establish that a 45-degree angle was the sharpest that Ratchet should be able to walk up.
Okay, 45-degree angle. So yeah, he just kind of walks like this. And if you try this right here, you only get about halfway, but you can use Clank to help out. And then once you get right here, that's when we're going to use this right here. I guess I figure it would have looked a little too weird if he had been able to get up around 60 or 50 degrees or higher. For some reason it's like this, so you can look out. 85 and 90. There we go. I like how it just plays the music you hear from like the beginning of or from like the start of the desert level. Anyway, I think that's enough for today. Goodbye, everyone. No, I just did that just to get here faster. So that was fun. Now let's go finish the game. Planet Bolden. Alright. Let's finish this here game. On planet Yeedle. 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 Anyway. Let us finish. And if you go up there, you can grind on those rails, and up there was a platinum bolt. Come to me. Well, no. Go to them. Aha! Alright. Destroy them. But yes, someone alright, so Jay Reviews pointed out that, like, this planet is actually like the like if you look, it's like every other planet kind of rotates around this planet, which is the Megacore building. I was like, wow. You look at it like, wow, capitalism, am I right? Even though this has nothing to do with capitalism. Corporations are also in places where they don't have capitalism. Anyway. This one takes a little while. Now you have to switch between these guys because, at a time because, like they have little timers, and if you get hit, you actually lose a little bit of time. Your character gets hurt. The little robot does. So let's go ahead and switch. Which thankfully we have enough here to get by. And there we go. We're in the innards of the factory. There's a dime and one hit, just about one hit for my shield. Let me see if I can use the Zodiac here. Let's see. Well, alright, it only took care of a couple of enemies. It's weird sometimes. I am glad, though, that you actually get ammo out in the wild. without having to go to a vendor to get more ammo for the Rhino and the Zodiac. Because if you remember in the first game, I don't think you even got ammo out in the wild from for the Rhino. So I'm glad for, you know, for that inclusion. Alright, and off we go. Immediately killed him. Oh no. About to jump at the wrong time there. There we go. Off we go. Pull the Zodiac out and hope for the best. Well, hopes and dreams don't always come true, you know? Alright. Take care of them! Ah! Yeah, some of these robots, they just keep coming and they won't stop coming and they won't stop coming and they don't 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 stop coming. Anyway. But they eventually stop coming. There we go. Oh, I can show you how to take care of these proto-pets really fast. Other than the shield. You just do that with the water and there you go. Aha! Let's see here. Boy, that took forever, didn't it? Oh. Anyway. Alright, let's increase our shield ammo and we'll get our good old Rhino and potentially, yeah. There we go. So, gotta pay attention to all of them, every area, which can kind of give me a headache sometimes. There we go. Pulls out all the stops. You know I didn't use every single gadget. Well, speaking of, every gadget does have a use in this level, even if not fully to get through, because you can actually move this. You can move this around. There we go. And good old Zodiac, here we come. But yeah, you can like, so you go up here, and you can grind rail, and you get a platinum ball at the end. That's another case of you don't have to defeat all the enemies here. I just like to. Use the slingshot. There we go. we're clear.
This is it, the protopet duplication room.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had some trouble with the guards.
No problem. You're just in time. Okay, let's see if this thing works.
She is trying to tell us something.
Bye now. Enjoy the hygienator. Remember, you bought it from Steve. Steve McQuark. Indeed. Now that I've sold my 1 millionth hygienator, I can finance the comeback of the greatest superhero who ever lived, Captain Quark! All I need now is a new galaxy with a new fan base, so I can rescue them from a new disaster!
But sir, I do not understand.
Mr. Fizzwidget?
This is bad.
All right, just what the is going on?
Allow me to explain. I'm about to save the galaxy from the protopets, and you are about to become public enemy #1. And 2 and 3. Guards, seize them! Smile, it's showtime! Citizens of Bogon, I am Captain Quark. I come to you in this, your darkest of hours, to shine the flashlight of justice on your galaxy.
Flashlight of justice?
As you know, a living menace called the Protopet has been set loose in your galaxy. But fear not, Bogonites. I, Captain Quark, have caught the perpetrators. Yes, good citizens, these are the masterminds behind Megacorp's experiment with death. And now, with this, super electro gadget I invented, I will end the protopet threat once and for all.
That's my Elixamorph. I invented.
Ahem. Stay tuned, dear viewers, as I amplify the signal from this helixo thingy and render every protopet in the galaxy completely harmless. Allow me to demonstrate. Mommy!
Door.
Does that Helixamorph actually work?
It used to. I could probably fix it.
Come on, Clank. Let's get it back.
Now to finish the game. Let's get ready for a really long battle. Don't know if I can do it, but here we go. Let me get all my weapons all upgraded and see if I can do this thing. Of course you know I'm being sarcastic.
You did it! It's okay. This is the real Mr. Fizzwidget. Quark had him tied up in a supply closet all this time.
Gentlemen, you have my most profound gratitude.
It was nothing, sir. I'm just sorry we couldn't get the Helixamorph back. Right. What do you suppose is wrong with it?
I don't know. It could take months of research and...
The battery is in backwards.
Oops.
Imbecilic to the very last. Down, boy.
I just have to amplify the device with Megacorp's TV transponders, and that should cure the other protopets.
Clank? Uh-oh. It's okay. I can fix her. I promise.
Let's see. Skip. Skip.
So, what
Thank
do you like to do for fun? Oh, my goodness.
So, whatever happened to Quark?
I heard he was working at Megacorp.
So, you fellas new here? You boys should sign up for the new Probomatic. That little baby cleans you something fierce. I just got done testing the full body Waxinator. I am personally sporting a smooth chassis, and there are no tags on my luggage. All right then. Catch you later.
Subject 23A. Please report immediately for crotchetizer testing.
Well, duty calls.
Crotchetizer, yeah, this is the start of the crotchetizer thing.
All right, fellas, nice and tight now. So you tested this, right? Oh, wait, that's why I'm here. Oh, one more thing.
Oh, dear Lord. But anyway. So that was Ratchet & Clank, folks. In terms of extras, specials, and all that stuff, you can take shortcuts to certain places, including the Insomniac Museum. I could have done that in the first place, but I wanted to show off random stuff. Clank's Day at, let's see. Well, you know what, I'll just let you look at this, and, you know, pause it if you want to, look at it. You know, just kind of let you read through it. And, yeah. Again, you can pause it if you want to, just to kind of look at the different things and the stuff. That's a tobacco reference. Oh my gosh. Just looking at the pretty pictures and, you know, 12 noon. Freaking Captain Quark. Yeah, we see Captain Quark again. Obviously, we knew all this time that he was somewhere, and, you know. Let's see. Overscap, ho ho hee hee, I slay me. The cleaning robots. Anyway, Sheep Blaster is actually a multiplayer thing you can do. So technically, there is multiplayer in the game. Sheep-ish Wars. I have a feeling this was meant to be probably bigger, but they didn't have time. Let's see here. Again, I'm not really going to read all this stuff. I'm just going to go through it. There's some images. I always thought Ratchet looked kind of weird in that picture. On Ratchet's trail. I'm just kind of letting the words go through, you know, again, so you can pause it and just look at the pretty pictures and all that stuff. So, okay, that's it for that. Endorsement deals. So the Megacorp Burger, I guess. Ratchet and Clank cereal. Captain Quark dolls for 50 bolts. Wow. tarot cards, I'm assuming. I wouldn't have known that as a kid. Oh yeah, pay over 4 billion bolts for that. Some kind of soft drink. And another movie thing. I would have liked a movie like that more than what we got. Now I didn't dislike the movie that we got. So there's also, oh yeah, so there's the making of. And you know what? For these, I will silence the video, silence my voice, so you all can enjoy without any potential interruptions. Enjoy.
Ratchet Clank just defeated Drek. They're hanging out at home, chilling, watching TV. They are transported suddenly into this ship where a guy named Mr. Fizzwidget asks them if you want their help.
I'm sorry to incapacitate you, but our entire galaxy is in a very precocious situation. I must humbly request your sustenance on a mission of dire urgency.
He says, I want you to come to the Donut Galaxy and retrieve this experiment. And in return, I'm going to make you a commando. We try to push forward at all times. We try to think of something that we haven't done before that's really going to challenge all of us as a team. This definitely takes place in the Ratchet universe. I think we invaded the outer fringes of the universe. So we have everything from aliens to like an outer space casino to giant bustling cities that are just really dominant. Sometimes it can be frustrating as artists to build these worlds that you think are really beautiful. But then what the player wants to do is blow them up. What we wanted to convey is just the feeling of raw power that the player has at his fingertips. The Ratchet has an arsenal of some of the coolest weapons I've ever seen. This time we decided to build things that are a lot more graphical and, FX-based, energy weapons, electricity, lava, plasma. We have the mini rocket gun. It's very similar to the Devastator, but much more powerful this time. Synchronoid is a small character who has a weapon for an arm. They'll fly like a little angel on your shoulder. There is a throwing star, which is a boomerang style, bounces off walls, takes out enemies, has the seeking advantage to where it will actually find your enemy for you. Sometimes start it over a weapon because people look at it and go, that's good. You have to start over. That's not good enough. When you show a finished weapon and people look at it and go, wow, you know you did your job.
The changes from level to level as you progress in any Ratchet are extraordinary. The enemies get much tougher, your attacks are stronger, and use the player to find ways to combat that.
We definitely wanted Ratchet to improve over the course of the game. So now is helping
increases. He actually gets experience from his enemies. His weapons grow based on which weapons he's using or how often he uses them. And he has the chance to evolve over the course of the entire game.
We've created an experience system whereby your own ability to do damage increases the more enemies you kill, and your weapons also gain experience and now grow through upgrades. So by the end of the game, you're maybe 100 times more powerful than you were at the beginning.
One of the philosophies that we've adopted at Insomniac is to create a lot of replay in our games, and Maxi Games works perfectly with that philosophy. Max Games are an evolution of the mini games. It's an opportunity for players to make money, to gain experience, and to play something fun. I love the hoverbike races, and the reason I love it is because of the sense of speed that you get.
Circle worlds are these like small moonlets that Ratchet can travel around and jump on these jump pads and fly to very high heights. And you get the sense of vertigo as you're like standing on this very tall structure looking down at the spherical world.
We have some sensitive stomachs at Insomniac, so we can always find those group of guys and show them a spherical world, show them some spherical challenge, and that will be our bar for nauseating effects. They were not vomiting, but they ended up there some close to us. But we're the group of nights, Helen.
I see it's time to update my security forces.
No, I'm just here to fix the translexer clown.
I'm back in the studio today to record some more dialogue for the new game.
This is where it all happens.
We should probably start with the Ratchet stuff.
Okay. Cool. This one has a built-in thermal stabilizer, a humidifier, a low jack, the optional massage feature, caller ID, and a cup holder. I do not understand. This is bad. This is it, the prototype duplication room. What's on next to the market? How much for 2 girls? Well, I'm off.
Clank doesn't use contractions.
Son of a... Well, I am off.
It's not just a character action game. It's something that we can't even define at this point because we've added so many elements from other genres into this game.
We've taken a whole host of attributes of RPGs and brought them into the Ratchet universe. Ratchet gets much stronger, much as experience points. There's a whole range of weapons that Ratchet can use. There's really no end to it.
We're really trying to push it so that players get the satisfaction of blowing it out of the enemies.
This is the test of the mini rocket gun, the rocket launcher from Ratchet & Clank Going Commando.
We at Megacorp would like to congratulate you on your choice of the Commando-matic body armor and helmet combo. Now that you've had a chance to use it, we'd like to demonstrate some of its most important functions. The Commando-matic helmet provides several helpful readouts. This area shows your current and maximum nanotech units. Nanotech is your health, so make sure you don't run out. This is one nanotech unit. Your Commando-matic body armor allows you to increase your maximum nanotech significantly. To increase your nanotech, you must defeat enemies. When you defeat an enemy, it leaves behind nanomites. Your body armor absorbs the nanomites and stores them in this bar. When the bar fills up, you get an additional unit of nanotech. The tougher the enemy is, the more nanomites it provides. The Commando-matic helmet also helps you monitor your weaponry. This section shows the icon for your current weapon and the ammo you have left. If you defeat an enemy with a Megacorp weapon, that weapon will also absorb some of the nanomites left behind. This bar stores the nanomites for your selected weapon. Once it fills up, your weapon will upgrade. You can see the same bar for each weapon in your Quick Select menu and in your weapon screen. We hope you enjoy your Megacorp Commando-matic body armor and helmet. Be sure to visit your local Megacorp Weapons Emporium for the latest in destructive technology.
And that's it for the cinematics, everyone. Hope you all enjoyed. And let's change him. Let's just change him back to this, just because. We'll save here for some reason. And I want to thank you all for watching the playthrough for Ratchet & Clank Going Commando HD for PS3, released in 2012. Anyway. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe for more videos like this, or any other type of video that I make. And once again, thanks for watching. Hope you have yourself a good day or night.